Hello and welcome to a new video with my project here, and I plan to race this in less than 2 weeks. I have the body on here on the aft part of the car just to fit the ECUs. Sounds a bit strange maybe, but the ECUs are installed here, or located here on the top, so I had to move them a little bit further in because this is not that wide. So I have the Motex here, Motec M142, one box on this side and one box on the other side, and I think this will be a good location for it. And yeah, coming along with all the wires and everything here to the engine, so it will be hopefully runnable soon. But as you can see, I do not have a gearbox here because the gearbox is in 1000 pieces, so still need to build the gearbox for the car as well. Some of the pieces for the gearbox and the new shiny billet diff cover. I'm putting the intakes together. They have been all apart. Injectors have been out, fuel rails have been out, and yeah, this is just beautiful pieces. Even if I had it for a couple of years now, so you can see a little bit of wear and tear, but not that much. It's a beautiful piece and very lightweight. I hope someday I can do something like this in my CNC, but not intakes, I think not as big possible to do in my little machine. But also here we have the fuel rails, beautiful pieces, and yeah, we have the bell mouth intakes here, the trumpets, carbon fiber, beautiful piece this one, and yeah, so happy with it. And now it will go into the Volvo 244. Alrighty, I think the engine, the forward part of the engine here is ready. Some hoses here and stuff that will go into the chassis. We'll do some fuel system and other hoses there. But now I think it will be time to pair it. Put the engine and chassis together there. Let's see. I could not get it to fit, and of course now I have 3 millimeters of firewall here, and some of the mounts here was tight against the chassis, so yeah, I had to cut a little bit there. Now it is a mess in here. We just transferred the wiring into the car here, and yeah, looks really messy. Robban here is installing the steering column back to the car again for the final, and trying to fit as much as possible and see where all the components will be. I just had the clutch apart here to check the condition, so it's looking good. I'm gonna install it back again, and this one is always, and yeah, beautiful piece to see. Billet machine pieces, steel cages, these ones. Installing the stack back together. This is the lower one. It's 10 discs, all of these, and it's some of these special springs here that Dodson made, that made a lot of problem for me in the beginning when the clutch could not learn. Now actually they have found out the problem, and I have removed some springs from these. You can see some of the return springs here. I removed 4 of them. I saw in the new instructions when I printed the instructions right now here, 2024. This 3D printed piece here, it is for the stack here is actually higher than the hub in the middle here. So it's a little bit too big, so it needs to be this to align, and then I will press this together and lock it. Nice. With this one I can press it down. Great. Now on with the piston and everything here, and press it in the press. Clutch assembled and ready to be installed. Gearbox is going into the chassis, and I'm actually going to lower the chassis down over the gearbox here. And I will talk a little bit later in a later video about the gearbox. I did some upgrades of this one, some new gears in this one, and I got help of that. Or if you buy Dodds on some pieces like the gears, you're not allowed to install them yourself. I will tell you everything about this one a bit later on, but it's much stronger than the original one, and yeah, we made it ourselves, or Total Innovation made it, Christian there, and scanned the original one, and a lot of work into that one, so that one will be strong, so the ring and pinion will hopefully live longer now. Also, I have this one, a bit special one. This is an screw that I've screwed into the location where the crown wheel are, and that makes when it flexes it touches this. This one is in lagerbrons in Swedish, so it is yeah, something I have seen on some gearboxes. Never seen it on gearboxes for like these cars like Lamborghini or Audi R8s, but I have seen it on some sandrail cars, for example. I think Albin's gearboxes have something like this, and I've seen it also in some quick change gearboxes. No, quick change rear axles, I would say. I just installed the gearbox, the oil tank here, and the intercooler, one of them, and the turbos, and yeah, I think these looks really small, the turbos, compared to the car. But yeah, they will be good for now. If this concept will work pretty okay, I will hopefully, I really hope it works, because it's a lot of work and money. But if it works and it seems to be a little bit heavyweight in the back, I maybe in the future put the turbos here on the side, make some shorter exhaust manifolds, and then move some of the coolers to the front of the car, radiators to the front of the car. Some flowers, so I'm celebrating midsummer here myself in the garage, working on the car. Still a lot of mess here, and it is 2 weeks and 1 day to race or to the inspection when the event starts. So 2 weeks and 2 days before a race. Also, this is the turbos and the turbo system I built for my R8. So it's just a simple one. You're using the stock exhaust manifolds there that usually goes back to the exhaust system. And I have some adapters made here, made in UAE. And the turbos, the precision turbos. I don't think these are the best, it's Gen 2 ones. But they will do the work good, I think. They're actually also mirror image if you look and see, so they are looking yeah, the same. One is rotating left and one is right hand, and no performance gain of that, but it looks nicer. But this car, it's total overkill, do not need to look good. Also silicone hoses here to the intercooler, same here, silicone hoses going to the throttle. This one is not coming anywhere really, but it's not the best. Should have put some adapters on there later on, but I think in next step it will be some nicer like hydroflow clamps on these ones, similar to what I had in my Lamborghini. But for this it will cheaper, and it will do the job hopefully. If it pops off, I can reinstall them. I think a key to make this car ready for Street Week and is to do not make as many mistakes, or if I get any problems that maybe take several days to troubleshoot for the electronics, for example. And some mistakes. It's always going to be mistakes when you're building a car, a special car. I have encountered some now. You see this billet flange here for the cover for the diff. I made this a lot thicker, the flange, as you can see, and I checked it in the car and all fine, I thought. But when I installed the gearbox and I had the exhaust in there, I didn't have it before. Maybe you can see the bolt there. I had to go in with an small saw and cut the bolt off. You see it's all angled there, not easy to take it out later on. Maybe have to take it out with some kind of plier, but now it is a couple of millimeters between the exhaust and this bolt here, so I have to make the flange a little bit thinner just at that bolt for if we are making more of these covers. So yeah, that's a small thing. Also here on the gearbox, when it was built, it was some bolts that was excessive, and now I can see here on the gearbox that it is 2 holes here. So I'm pretty sure this one will sit back here and hold the halves together here. And now lower one maybe can get in with lowering down the engine, and the upper one, I don't know if it's possible. It's too long here, and I do not want to take out the gearbox. We'll see. I try to remove the mount and take the gearbox down and see if I can get them in. I think it's good to have them. I'm working on the wiring here, and the water system. LG Marcus here is working on finding out what kind of hoses we need here to connect this water system here to the radiator. Great with some help here. And LG here, he's gonna be the co-driver this year again. He's been a co-driver of the 2022 with the R8 and the last year with the Volvo Gini. So yeah, we are a good team, I think, in the Street Week. So hopefully it will be all good this year as well. It is time for a fuel system, and you have seen my fuel tank before. It's the Nuke one, the Alosal. So it's an aluminium fuel tank here, nice welded and a pretty thick one. I think it's very strong, and it's not needed to have like a plastic FIA approved tank in drag racing. So this is good for drag racing and also for street cars if you modify and not racing in series, that is needed. And this one I have installed in the front, so I have made some extra holes here for the installation of it. And now Nuke Performance here in Sweden have sent me a box with parts to fill this tank and some other pieces for this project. So Nuke Performance is on board on this project, and it's a partner of this project and want to help out with some pieces. So yeah, that's great. I've used Nuke Performance parts in my cars for many years, so yeah, it's great things, and they have some new things that I have not used myself before. I will use this CFC unit for brushless pumps, and yeah, I will open this up and see what they sent me. Big long filter, 10 microns, 200 millimeters. Can take a lot of small particles. Nice box here. Carbon fiber, perfect for the Midvo. Lightweight catch can. And here we got the big unit, CFC unit. So I want to have all of the fuel system in the fuel tank. Very nice machining here. And yeah, let's see, gasket. We have the bowl here that acts like a catch can or a surge tank, I would say. So it will suck the fuel from outside and fill this one up. I guess nice installation kit with a lot of screws, fittings, everything. So it will be a little bit of build putting this one together. Here we have even more. 1 of 2 accessory kit. Great. And this is also for 1 single outlet, AN10, and 1 return. We will have vent valve, we will have the filling, we will have the level sensor, and this is an electrical connector also. So yeah, great. I've never used this one before, so it's a bit interesting to see and install it in the tank. I am unpacking everything here, and it actually got 1 product manual in paper. It's always good to have one in paper when install it. You don't need to stand by the computer, and yeah, it looks like a really nice installation description here as well. Almost better than IKEA, depending on what kind of different pumps you're using. And I will use brushless fuel pumps, 2 of them in this one is my plan. This one I believe is a rollover valve, so when I roll over, this one will be like this and close, so it will not leak out any fuel. And the fuel pump I will use as my power pump is this one. It is the Volvo one, TI Automotive. It's a pretty small pump that's capable of really good power and flow. And when we did some tests with all of our pumps that we sell here at BJP Race, the pump, by the way, is coming from BJP Race, and I was so impressed about this one. It draw very little current, and also did pump a lot of fuel compared to all of the others. Bad thing is that it is quite expensive, and it also needs one of these controllers, but yeah, they're sold only together with the controller. And but I think this is the future. If you're looking like many machines like cordless screwdrivers, the best one is brushless, and you understand that's how you get a lot more efficient. Everything need to be assembled from the instruction and then installed onto the tank here. Then I will have the pumps, the surge tank, everything inside here, so it's no need for any external pieces. Yeah, the fuel filter, the big one, will be external, but and the regulator back at the engine, but it will be a very nice and neat fuel system here. So I have to say thank you very much, Nuke Performance, for your very nice components that you make here in Sweden, and also for being a part of this Midvo project. Thank you. I just did turn on the power on the car for the first time, and could hear sound in some units, but not everything is working, so I'm doing a little bit of troubleshooting there on the wiring and figure out where I have power or not. And in the back here, the rear suspension, I have help here from Johan. Hello. Working on the rear suspension here. And Johan is a guy from, is a Dutch guy, yes, living in Sweden, and yes, you're a Volvo enthusiast as well. Very much. Yeah. You have a couple of Volvo 240s, actually, wagons.
Yes, race one, lifted one, V90, XC70, you know it, all Volvo.
Okay.
Volvo for life.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's really cool. And you live pretty nearby here from...
like 40 minutes.
Yep, so that's cool, and really nice of you helping out in this project when I'm a little bit in time hurry here. So
yeah, I saw you were like, oh, you want to finish the car in 7 weeks? I'm like, nah, but maybe with some help.
Yep.
So we're working hard to make it happen. So
yep, great. And you helped me a little bit before on these arms and welding, and now it's still some work to make it possible to fit these drag racing tires back here. So,
yep, bottom suspension arms are done, and the top needs a little bit of adjustment here to clear the nice Öhlins dampers. And then also we need to figure out how to attach the
Yeah, the sway bar here. Yeah,
because that's going directly through the
here. Yeah, you can see it directly through there. Yeah, I have forgot about that one totally. And as I've told before, I will not have one in the front for now, but in the back, I think in drag racing it's good to have it. If the car rolls and it gives more weight on one side, one wheel, it's not the best really. So yeah, but I think some special solution will be needed there. So
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And also, if you want to follow what you do, Johan, you are on Instagram, Bad Decision.
Bad Decision Works.
Bad Decision Works, yes.
Instagram and YouTube. YouTube's quite fresh, but Instagram is, I post almost everything in stories and in posts. So
Okay, yeah.
If you want to see some machining and fabrication work and old Volvos, then give a follow.
Okay, yeah, great.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, yeah. Okay, great. We are working on, and yeah, now it's less than 2 weeks actually. It's Monday, so it's the second race day in 2 weeks now. So yeah, not looking like a Volvo 240 yet, but hopefully soon. Now the CFC unit is almost fully assembled. You have the connector here for the brushless pump, one single outlet for the 2 pumps, or basically 4 pumps in this one now. We have the return. These ones are for the additional pumps. We have the level sensor here, vent valve, and this nice filler cap. To fill this surge tank here, we have these Beachworks lift pumps. So they are not making any high pressure, but they flow very good for not that high current consumption, so that's good. They are filling into this bucket here, so it will be plenty fuel for drag racing, 200 meters, 400 meters, but if I should be driving for a long time at a lot of power, maybe I need to have some more lift pumps here. But in this surge tank here, we have one of these Volvo brushless pumps and one extra Bosch pump using here like a normal pump. So this one will only be alive at higher fuel flow, with some filters and fittings there. So this one will go on here, screwed on top here, so it will be tight, and then it will be installed into the tank. Still a bit of a mess in the electrical system here, and I'm trying to install as much units that I think is needed, and trying to find out what kind of sensors and whatever is needed. And just now also trying to program out as much as possible a lot of things. Air condition valve remove, heater, washer nozzles. No, so I want to remove as much as possible. Load monitoring of wiper, heater, washers. Now move that one. So yeah, it's rain sensors installed. I'll remove that one as well. Have not tried to start the engine yet. I'm missing an ECU here for the transmission. It's a mechatronic, the big brain in the transmission, but it also has a second ECU, and I have ordered that one but not got it yet. And yeah, when I got that one, I think I will try to start it up. But I think that will be in the next video. So thank you very much for watching.